Today we are going to be looking at equivalent fractions. The word equivalent means equal to or having the same value. Equivalent fractions are fractions that are all equal to each other but are just written in different ways. So if we have a look at the half, 2/4 is equivalent to it, 3/6, 4/8, because you can see if you double the numerator you get the denominator. And there are many more. So for example, 10/20 would be an equivalent fraction to a half, 50/100, etc. So there is an infinite number of equivalent fractions, as it would depend on how many parts the whole has been divided into. Therefore, if we multiply or divide the numerator and denominator by the same value, then the fractions will be equivalent. So if we have a look at this half and 4/8, you can see the 1 has changed to a 4. So 1 has been multiplied by 4 to get to 4. And you can see that the 2 has also been multiplied by 4 to get to 8. So they've both been multiplied by the same value, so they are equivalent fractions. So here we're going to have a look at some examples. So we're going to fill in the missing gaps of the following equivalent fractions. So number 1, we have 5/8 equals something over 16. So our numerators, we have a 5 on the top of one and then we've got a gap on the top of another. That's what we're going to have to work out. But on our denominators we've got an 8 and a 16. So we can have a look at these. So the 8 has got a certain amount times bigger to get to 16. And how many 8s fit into 16? 2. 8 times 2 gives us 16. So if the 8 has been times by 2, the 5 also has to be times by 2 because they have to be multiplied by the same value. And 5 times 2 gives us 10. So 5/8 is equivalent to 10/16. Question 2 then. 3/5 equals something over 20. So again, we've got a gap on our numerator, so we won't be able to use our numerators to start. So we're having a look at our denominators. So we've got our 5 and 20. So we need to think, what has 5 been multiplied by to get to 20? Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, it goes in 4 times. So 5 times 4 gives us 20. So if you've multiplied the bottoms by 4, you have to multiply the tops by 4. So you need to do 3 times 4. 3 times 4, 3, 6, 9, 12. 3 times 4 is 12. So our equivalent fraction is 12/20. Question 3, we've got 5/7 equals 30/something. So you can see here we've been given both of our numerators, our top numbers, and we have a gap on the bottom. So we need to have a look at our top numbers to start. So 5 times what gives us 30? Well, 5 times 6 gives us 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 5 times 6 gives us 30. So if we've times the tops by 6, we have to times the bottom number by 6 as well. So 7 times 6. So we might know our 6 sixes. 6 sixes are 36. So if we add on another 6 to it to get to 7 times 6, 36 add 6 is 42. So 7 times 6 is 42 to give us the equivalent fraction of 30/42. Question 4 then. You can see now the gap is at the front. So you have something divided by 4 equals 9/12. So we've still got both of our denominators on this one. So we're going to be comparing our 4 and 12. So again, 4 times what gives us 12? 4, 8, 12. So 4 times 3 gives us 12. But this time, we're working backwards. You can see we've got our 9 and we're going backwards. So when we're working backwards, we need to do the opposite of times. It's something times 3 is 9. So how many 3's fit into 9? So you're going to be dividing by 3 here to work backwards to find the gap. So 9 divided by 3 gives us 3. And look to see if your answer sounds sensible. 3/4 is equivalent to 9 over 12. Yes, that sounds sensible. If you've times that 9 by 3, 27 over 4 doesn't sound sensible. So have a look to see if your answer looks correct. Question 5 then. 3 over something equals 15 over 45. So we've got both of our numerators, so we're going to start with them. So 3 times what gives us 15. So 3 times 5 gives us 15. And we need to now work backwards. We've got our answer and we need to think how many 5s fit into 45. So 45 divided by 5. 45 divided by 5 is 9. So it gives us 3/9. 3/9 is equivalent to 15 over 45. Last example then, something over 9 equals 49 over 63. So we've got both our denominators on this one, so we're comparing our bottom values. So 9 times what gives you 63. Remember your tricks with your 9 times table, so either your fingers, so put your fingers down to find out how many go in, or you can write down your 9 times table very quickly. So if you go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and then you go across and you start at 9 and you go up. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And you've got your 9 times table written out. So 9 does go into 63, you can see it here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So 9 times 7 gives us 63. So we've got our 49 on our second fraction. We need to work backwards. So how many 7s fit into 49? So we're doing 49 divided by 7. And if you remember, wakey, wakey, rise and shine, 7 7s are 49. 7 times 7 is 49. To give you 7/9 is equivalent to 49 over 63.